Dr. Wagner.
Oh, over to your left in the waiting room.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Dr. Wilson. Been warned about these.
Oh, the government's here.
Excuse me?
You know, the government. You and the hospital are the same thing. You're both the same infrastructure.
I'm gonna need you to sit down.
Demanding.
Explain yourself, Wagner.
Interesting. The government tries to help people, just like the hospital does, but you both infringe where they are not supposed to. It's like you're sucking everyone dry.
Why do you think this is?
You see how you regulate my existence in this hospital? You come here ready to send me away. I'm a doctor, not a drug addict.
Calm down. I'm not trying to judge you in any way. I'm just doing my job.
No, my individual liberties will not be trampled on. I am in pain, and these pills have been prescribed to me. I will not fear your authority because you are on your committees and boards and whatnot that decide for my well-being and how I can act in the workplace.
And who told you this?
No one.
So these are your own thoughts?
No. They are the tyranny of the majority.
Tyranny of the majority. Are you the majority, Wagner?
No, but it's your opinions to stop out my voice. I am the minority who needs, and opinions are paid no mind. You have no right to be in my office.
And we infringe by being in your office in our hospital, Wagner?
Yes, since my actions only affect me, I am not eligible to be punished by anyone. It's your opinions that are tainted with motives and bias that should come into play when you're deciding the best for our patients here. It's clear abuse of my liberties and your authority for me to stop any actions that only affects me.
Are you done?
Actually,
you are. I order you by the mental institution to get off your addiction that is influencing your mental health. But I will give you a choice, Wagner. If you don't go, you lose your medical license and any access to this hospital.
Good afternoon, Dr. Wagner. I'm Dr. Frazier, and I'm here to make sure that your rehabilitation goes well. Okay. Well, it's my responsibility to make sure that you get what you need and you get the treatment that you need to get back on track so you can get back into work. It's extremely important that you actually work with me during these sessions and you participate. Dr. Wagner, your response is vital to your treatment. I'll ask again, do you know why you're here?
of course I know I've been sent here, Dr. Frazier. However, the question is whether or not truly necessary remains to be answered. I am sure you have been well informed of my work and all the accomplishments I have made.
Yes, I have, but that's beside the point. Your addiction has become a crutch and you can't treat your patients correctly anymore. Are you not aware of the effect your addiction has on those around you?
I need my medication. Who are you to judge me and who are you to tell me what's right or what's wrong? Who do you think you are?
Look, I understand your frustrations and I'm not here to judge you, but I'm here to help you. I can't help you if you won't let me help you.
Well, what you're doing is not helping me. All you are doing is infringing my individual rights.
A line must be drawn when your actions start causing harm to others. You have to give patients the proper care.
I'm through with your lies. We are done here.
Not until you realize that you're not the only one being affected by this.
I am free to do as I please. My addiction does not hurt anyone. I'm not even addicted. Where is your proof? To hell with this. We are done here.
Hi, Dr. Wagner. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Dr. Frazier?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Partly, though, just a few weeks ago, you were punching walls because of withdrawals. Actually, how are your hands?
They're coming along, I suppose. Thanks, though.
Glad to hear that. But anyway, I guess we just have a few more sessions before we can release you. I guess we just want to make sure the time used here was used well, and we just want to make sure that you realize that the addiction that you've had has had a negative effect on others, and that you can, go about fixing that.
I understand. Honestly, I believe that it will be a struggle even after my release. Sobriety is definitely the most important thing. I also understand that a relapse would, without a doubt, put an end to my career.
So now you do truly realize that your addiction is a problem?
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose. It seems to me that there's a fine line between when the government or the hospital administration in this case, when they should intervene and with our individual liberties and when they should not. Basically, I guess that what I'm trying to say is that I was wrong. My addiction was not only hurting me, but the hundreds of patients I cared for too. I guess that's where the line should be drawn.
Well, this is all really great to hear, Dr. Wagner. It seems that you have a new outlook or philosophy, as it is, on life.
I've actually learned a lot during my stay here. My addiction could best be understood by describing it as something like a prison. My dependence on Vicodin was like the chains that kept me from seeing the light, or truth if you will. Now that I see that my actions were not only affecting me and were hurting others, I feel like I've been enlightened in a way. The last several months of my life have really served as something like a wake-up call for me. I now see the need for the administration's involvement, and most importantly, the need for me to develop a new philosophy for living my life. Philosophy can certainly be defined a number of ways. However, I suppose its definition can be divided up into two categories: my personal definition and a more literal one. Most would say that philosophy is the rational investigation of questions about existence, knowledge, and ethics. To me, however, I would say that it can be defined as my own outlook on my own life. My philosophy serves as the guideline for living my life and has been developed through encounters with various people, media sources, and others.
Hey, let me kick it to you right quick, man. Not on some gangster shit, man, on some real shit. Anybody done been through the same thing, I'm sure you feel the same way. Big Phil, it's for you, pimpin'.